Oh my. Oh my. It's the people. Hello, people. Let me put a little bit of stupid background music for you guys. So I wonder if it's going to pick it up. There it goes. Pretty sure you can hear it enough. It's very low. But it's there. It's there! Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing? We are back once again for Halls of Horror. Is there an echo? Is there an echo? There shouldn't be. You shouldn't have an echo. You might be tripping. I think Minxie is tripping. What are you doing, Minxie? I think Minxie is tripping. What are you doing, Minxie? Yeah, there's no echo. I just checked it. There's no echo. I'm playing the music again. But we're back for Halls of Horror. Obviously, we're doing something interesting. We've got Nox back. It's Amityville. Noxy Nox, how you doing?
My allergies are acting up, so if I start sounding nasally more and more throughout this whole entire thing, I'm just turning more and more into a nerd, okay?
Oh my god, Minxie is being a boomer. She had 2 windows up, that's why. Oh my god. Boomer moments for Minxie. Ah, Jeebus, anyway. But yeah, hopefully, okay, bye, Minxie. No, I'm just kidding, love you. Anyway, yeah, hopefully your allergies aren't gonna bother you too much during this, but, yeah, we're talking about Amityville. Before we do that, though, let's say hello to the people. We've got the lovely Minxie one, the boomer, that we've already poked at. We've got Double Pup, we've got Octane Junkie, we've got the, or Junkie, I'm sorry. I can't talk, I can't speaks. We have Spectre799, or the Simp King. We've got Jacob Gold City Navo. We got Mike, stop calling us Papa and Auntie and Mommy. We are not any of those things. I want a paternity test. We've got
Paternity
Pigeon.
test, definitely. We're going on Maury. We're going on Maury.
I saw Mateo Schroeder pop in here earlier. Jesus.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry. You didn't have time to mute the mic, but I at least muted it on here. I saw Ex Capitan in here. Thank you, Pigeon Salad, for being a member for 5 months. Sweet. Don't worry about it, Octane. It's all good. You never have to feel like you need to donate. It's all it's all voluntary, only if you like the content. Facts, Hellfire hates me. I said I loved you like 5 seconds ago. Like, what? Why are you gaslighting me, Lucy?
I'm gonna say that because she said that she's leaving. This is like the Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. I'm only catching bits and pieces, Double Pup. But yes, that is a good joke. I would probably laugh more if that song didn't annoy the living shit out of me now, and I won't go into why. But what I was gonna say, oh shit. 99 from Spectre. It says, a little something for the both of you. Minxie just mad.
Actually,
I'm not gonna
my
respond to that.
half is going to Cat.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna send
That's the one thing
whatever happens. Because it's probably not gonna be a bigger one, but whatever we get, we're probably just gonna send the Cat.
Yeah, everything. I was gonna say that every donation that in the streams that I'm a part of, normally I get half. Well, instead it's going to Kat to help her with her stuff.
Her thing, in the thing. But like I was saying, I'm gonna keep getting distracted. Gosh, the brain. You put out a video today that I had a part in that apparently has come back to bite you a little bit. Do you want to explain what that is?
I've gotten like 3 DMs of Baby Shark.
The lore for my hell has been filled out just a wee bit. So the particular person you're talking about didn't believe in God and was kind of like a Satanist, right?
No, Tim Lambesis was originally a Christian, had a steroid-induced mental break where he tried to put a hit out on his wife and then claimed that he didn't believe in God anymore. And holy shit, we'll wait until you read that part.
Oh shit. Octane for $49.99. That other message from a sweetie Delva Pup, of course I can spare a few. Bro, thank you very much. That is gonna go to Kat. I'm sure she will be very, very excited and that she's getting a little bit of help. By the way, Kat is a beloved friend of the stream, of Nox and myself. If you want good art, please go look her up at Magical Porpoise. I don't know if anybody could grab her Twitter link or something and throw it in the chat, but that would be great if any of the Wrenchy people could do that. I know Minxie has
Please
it
hold
somewhere.
a moment.
Oh,
I have it.
Nox has got it. But you asked me if there is a place in hell for somebody who doesn't believe in God or has like an issue with God. And I said they go into level 2, which I call the indecisive fox. The particular punishment for said crime is that you are stuck in a room and forced to listen to Baby Shark until you go insane and beg for God's forgiveness. And you'll continue to hear it until the end of time. That is level 2. I have other levels. I've gotten what, 3 or 4 levels now of the 9. Absolute evil. Oh, they get progressively worse. Baby Shark. The first one, I like to call the stupidity tier, and it's like you're just doing dumb stuff for no good reason. Your punishment is that you will walk into a room, forget what you're going into that room for, leave the room and remember, only to return to the room and forget, constantly, over and over till the end of time. You will have forgetful syndrome. Blonde woman forgetful syndrome. Yes. I call it blonde woman forgetful syndrome. Level 3 is the one that you brought. I decided I would input because you brought it up in DMs at some point. Level 3 is for the Coomers. You will forever be dropping the soap and having the cack blow your back out for the end of time, and not in a good way. There's the Coomers. That's level 3. That is lust. Yes, so you'll find that they are very, very similar to Dante's Inferno's thing. The last one that I talked about in Minxie's chat is for thieves, level 4. You will forever be stepping on Legos. And every time you put the Legos away, they will respawn directly behind you. So as soon as you turn around to take a step, you're stepping in more Legos. And the cycle repeats. Infinitum. Ooh. There you go. There's the 4 levels of hell that I can give you right now. Don't look it up. Don't look it up, Octane. Please do not. Please do not.
Great.
Anyway.
Googly moogly, that's evil.
It is. Anyways, we are here to talk about the Amityville Horror.
Yep.
This one I'm going to let Nox take the lead on. He's the one that was the Genesis 4 said case. So, please feel free to take the reins, Nox.
beforehand, for the people who don't know beforehand, I used to be a paranormal investigator back when I was in my 20s. Now I'm an old fart, and I decided to stop doing that. So I have 3 notebooks full of cases that I kind of investigated through researching instead of going to the actual places. So Amityville Horror was one of them. And so this is the notes from when I was 25 years old.
And you're what, how old now? In your 40s?
I am... My age backwards is 4. That's all I will say. So, here we go. Everyone knows about the Amityville Horror because of the movies. Well, the movies are bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, they're movies. Are you surprised?
And the book is bullshit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss what happened beforehand with the DeFeo family, the Lutzes, and what they said happened, and Pidgey with $5.
Yep. Pidgey with $5, tossing some coins over to the show, some support. Keep up the awesome content. Support the Babs Fund. Support HH's Vodka Fund. Support Knox's Coffee brand. Ooh.
Yes, I'm going to make my own coffee brand. It's going to be called Call of Duty.
Ah! Damn it.
Where was it? Oh, and then I'm going to discuss how the Warrens kind of weren't invited to anything and are charlatans.
Are we
so
surprised?
Let's get into it. No. So, let's start with the beginning, which is the DeFeo family, which is Ronald DeFeo Jr., or Sr., and Luis DeFeo, who had 5 children. Ronald Jr., also known as Butch for some fucking reason.
Butch! Love it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say Butch because I'm going to think of Pete Dunne throughout the whole entire thing, so we're just going to call him Ronald Jr.
Mark.
Yes,
Fucking
I'm
Mark.
He was 23 years old, so he's the oldest. Dawn was 18, Allison 13, Mark 12, John 9. Ronald Sr. was a car salesman. He owned a dealership. Ron Jr. worked for him. Ron Jr. and Sr. also had a habit of butting heads with one another and hating each other. Because Ron Sr. was an asshole. He was a very intimidating man, very abusive, apparently. And he took the brunt of his violence out on Ron Jr., a.k.a. Butch, who I hate that freaking nickname. They purchased a home, which would become known as the Amityville Horror House in 1965. The family has ties to the Genovese crime family through Ron Sr.'s uncle. So they had mob ties.
Oof.
Any questions so far?
No, they had the fingers in the gabagool. That's all we need to know.
They had the figures in the marinara.
In the gabagool. That's a spicy meatball.
On November 13th, 1974, at 6:30 p.m., Ronald DeFeo Jr. ran into a bar called Henry's Bar screaming, "You gotta help me, I think my mother and father were shot." Ron Jr. earlier that day showed up for work at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Ron Sr. didn't show up to the dealership at all. Some believe that it was because his kid was injured, his youngest kid, which was John. He was playing football and he got injured, so Ron Sr. was thought to have been taking his kid to physical therapy. And they were supposed to show up in the afternoon, but he didn't. Ron Jr., on the other hand, and you're going to find out that Ron Jr. has a couple of flaws. This is the first one. He is lazy as fuck.
Not shocking.
He left work around noon because he was bored and decided he wanted to hang out with his friends instead. And what I mean by hanging out, he pretty much did drugs.
Yep.
And it was normal for Ron Jr. to not even care about his job and showing up when he felt like it. Things that would have gotten somebody fired, but because Ron Sr. was his father, he didn't get fired.
Eye roll.
Ron
Big ass eye roll.
big ass eye roll. Around 6 p.m., he went home. Then he rushed to the bar, like I said earlier, and two people followed him back to the house. There they found the entire family dead in their beds, face down with gunshot wounds. They had been shot with a Marlin 336C rifle, which is 35 caliber. The murder happened that morning while they were all asleep, roughly around 3 a.m. There was no signs of a struggle, and no signs that anyone outside of each room heard the shots. This was a loud rifle, and it was inside, and if you were sleeping in one room and somebody got shot in the next room, you should be able to hear it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
nobody heard it. The only ones who might have woken up were Luis and Allison. Luis had evidence that she woke up and turned her head while she was being shot. Same with Alice. She turned her head and was shot in the head.
That's one hell of a surprise motherfucker moment.
Yeah. There was no evidence of a suppressor on the rifle. And there was no evidence the family had been drugged. Autopsies proved no drugs in their system. Somehow, they did not hear the gunshots.
Well,
so can you guess who killed the family?
Well, we know that, but here's what I will say about the gunshots. Some people are really heavy sleepers. I've slept through pretty decent earthquakes before and not woken up and had no freaking idea. And I would say that should wake somebody up, but that's just my experience.
But Ron Jr. killed his entire family.
Yep.
And he tried to say that it was a hitman who killed his parents. He would go to the police station where he would end up confessing to the murders, mostly due to the fact he couldn't keep his story straight on what happened. Reason why is Ron Jr. is a pathological liar. Diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and he was heavily addicted to LSD and heroin.
So he was tripping balls the entire time, pretty much.
Yep. At first, Ron Jr. claimed that he drugged his family, which obviously autopsy proved that was fucking false.
Yep.
During his trial, he claimed to have heard voices of his family plotting to kill him. And this gets sometimes misunderstood as the house was talking to him, or there's evil spirits in the house that were compelling him to kill his family. It was all in his fucking head.
This makes me think of Stephen Lynch's song, where he's got two of his buddies and he's talking about the voices in his head. He's like, there are voices in my head, don't you forget, saying things that shouldn't be said. Stuff like that. It's like,
The voices in my head just tell me I need more coffee.
the voices in my head tell me I need to go to sleep, but I'm awake, aren't I? Or is this
Yeah.
all in the Matrix? Is this all a dream?
I don't know. We should ask Andrew Tate if we're still in the Matrix.
No! God damn it. Alright.
Sorry.
You're fine, you're
Damn
fine.
it. And I just broke my freaking vow to you. I said that I wouldn't make jokes about dicks.
I'm not surprised. I didn't think you were gonna keep that anyways.
Fuck. Anyways, he did claim that he would stay his nights in the basement watching television, getting high as fuck on LSD, which, if you don't know what LSD does, well, you will see things.
It's a hallucinogen. It's kind of like mushrooms. It's in the same vein as mushrooms and peyote and what is that? I don't remember what the other drug is that people have filmed themselves. DMT, is that what it is?
I cannot remember. I don't do drugs. I'm a good Christian boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know either. I freak out when I don't feel well, so I can only guess that I would probably get nauseated at some point, because sometimes you get nauseated on these things. And then I just hyperventilate and lose it.
Though I do have a story of calling one of my friends who was really, really high on, I don't remember if she was on LSD or shrooms, and she kept thinking that her fingers were French fries.
Wow. That's... wow.
But yeah, back to Ron's Jr. While high on LSD, he heard voices, like I said, and hallucinated that he saw a woman who told him to kill his family and handed him the gun. Again, this has nothing to do with hauntings. It gets misconstrued with it because, oh my god, this guy saw something in the fucking house that later turned out to be scary. Okay. He basically, because of the voices in his head, according to this story, telling him that to kill his family, because they were going to kill him, he killed them before he killed, or they killed them before they could kill him.
He got severely paranoid because of his issues and the drugs, and killed his family because he believed that they were going to kill him. So.
Yep. Which he was trying for the insanity defense, but he was found guilty on November 21st, 1975, and given a life sentence.
Good.
You would think this would be the last time he would lie about shit like this because he got caught. No. In 1986, he claimed that Dawn killed their father and that their mother killed the rest of the family out of grief, and he took the blame so that she would not be seen as a bad person.
Fucking what? Bitch.
Oh, it gets worse.
Bitch.
It gets worse. If you have an emotional support owl right now, hug it tight. He also claimed that he was married at a time that he wasn't, because he did marry a woman named Geraldine Gates in 1989, but this was in 1986. He was trying to use her and her brother as an alibi.
Wait. This happened in the 1970s, but he wants to say that somebody he didn't marry until the 1980s is his alibi?
Yeah.
Bitch, what?
Like I said, he's a habitual liar.
Bitch, what? Okay, go on. I'm assuming this goes more. It goes further.
Oh, yeah. I am going to somewhat try to summarize every one of his lies. In 1990, he attempted to get his sentence vacated by claiming that Dawn, his sister, his 18-year-old sister, and an unknown assailant had been the ones to kill the family. Stated that Dawn killed their siblings while the assailant killed Ron Sr. and Luis. And that Ron Jr. accidentally killed Dawn when they struggled over the gun. He again used Geraldine Gates and her brother as an alibi, which this time he thought it would be legitimate because he was married to her, because this was 1990 and they got married in 1989. Guess how well that worked?
It didn't.
Exactly.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's a lesson from Madam Hellfire. There are multiple ways to know if somebody's lying when they're telling you something. One is that they will over-explain shit when you ask them a question. If they have to give you an entire spiel that takes 5 minutes for them to answer a yes or no question, they are lying. The other way you know if somebody is lying about something is if they change their story constantly. If it's the truth, the story won't change no matter how you press them. The story will remain the same. If your story changes every other time somebody talks to you, you're a liar. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yes. And finally, in 2002, a man named Rick Osuna wrote a book about this case called The Night the DeFeos Died, because he met Ron Jr. in 2000.
Oh, Jesus.
In this one, Ron Jr. claimed that he and his sister Dawn conspired to murder their parents, but Dawn decided to kill the siblings too. And this was based off of a report of unburnt gunpowder found on Dawn's nightgown. He was trying to actually say, because she had this gunpowder on her, it meant that she had to be the one to have done it. But too bad, the amount suggests she was in front of the gun and not the one holding it.
Oh,
he really liked throwing his sister under the bus.
And his sister was 18? Like,
yeah.
Bitch, you are not the vampire boyfriend. Why in the ever-loving fuck would she conspire with you? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I did.
None.
I did find an entire photo of the whole entire family, but I was like, those are optional if you wanted to show them or not, because there's only 3 pictures I cared about if you showed.
Oh god, it's so small, dude.
Okay, never mind then.
It's not worth. Yeah, it's not worth it. It is tiny. Shit is tiny as hell. I'm not gonna pull that up. Yeah.
Okay, so it's tinier than DSP's penis. Oh shit, I just did it again. I said I was.
You saw it. You saw it in chat, and you just had to shove that in there. You just had to put the cock joke in there, Nox.
I can't help it. I have issues, and my daddy didn't hug me enough.
It's more like your daddy didn't drop you enough. Anyways.
Ron Jr. died on March 12th, 2021. But before he died, he made an interesting statement that leads into the next part. So I'm going to say that statement now so that the suspense is thrown out the window with this. He called the Amityville horror story complete bullshit.
No, you think?
So, here we go to the Lutz family. The house that would become the Amityville horror house that the Lutz family bought had been vacant for 13 months. Then George and Kathy Lutz bought the home, and they claimed they were not aware of the previous occupants or the murders that happened there.
I call bullshit.
I'll get to it. Spoiler, it's bullshit.
Well, no shit, but I'm still calling bullshit outright just cause.
George and Kathy married in July of 1975. George became the stepfather of 3 children, Daniel, age 9, Christopher, 7, Melissa, 5. They also had a dog, a Malamute lab mix named Harry.
And that's the most important part.
Yes,
Doggo.
Because dogs are more important than people.
Yes.
They bought the house, and then 28 days later, they fled the house.
Of course.
Spooky. So according to them, they were always planning on going back. They had just been scared by a supernatural entity. But first, let's talk about the book. Because there's a lot of facts in the book that are complete bullshit. And there are some that are true. So I'm going to discuss the truth first. Kathy was a Catholic, George was a Methodist, and both were non-practicing. Kathy decided to get the house blessed, which kind of seems a little bit suspicious, because why would you get the house blessed if you didn't know what happened in the house?
Okay.
Just my thoughts. But Father Ralph J. Picario came to the house to bless it. He went into a room, and the room was covered in flies, and he heard a booming voice of a male yell out, "Get out."
Hold on,
so
hold on. I have to pause for this. This is my response to that telling of shit.
Ooh, bitch, that's a banger.
The clip was, "Ooh, bitch, that's a banger," because that sounds like bullshit, and I had to giggle at it.
It's cool.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to pause for soundboard, cause funny.
By the way, I put this in the truth category, even though it's debatable, because Picario has stated in multiple interviews completely different accounts of it. Some accounts say he never showed up, and another account said he did, but instead of a booming voice, he got slapped.
What?
But it's when it comes to Father Picario, you just cannot figure out what the truth is with that. But it is kind of true that he showed up.
Okay, we're seeing it again, ladies and gentlemen. If you have to change your story, you're lying.
But the house was covered in flies, including rooms that the bodies of the DeFeos were discovered in. Every one of the bedrooms.
Gross.
Green slime oozed from the walls.
Wait, why are they... This is when was this?
In the 1970s. Yeah.
Nickelodeon wasn't even around yet. Why is there gack on the walls?
Well, Slimer predates that, so you could say Slimer too.
True. True. Okay, go ahead.
Really quickly, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters! Sorry.
Melissa, the youngest, claimed to have seen a pig outside her window with glowing red eyes, and she named it. She named it Jody.
Aw.
And in a weird turn of events, Jody was real. But it wasn't a pig. Do you want to know what it was?
It was a fat pussy.
It
Cat.
was a really fat cat.
My joke was better!
Yes, I know, but I wanted to be at least more PG. I'm sorry.
We already threw it out the window with your dick jokes, Nox. There's no need to be PG anymore at this point.
Okay, fine. I'll stop being PG.
Please. It's not as fun.
So, George kept waking up at 3:15 a.m. every morning for no reason. If you remember, the DeFeo family all died around 3 a.m.
Witching hour.
Yep. The dog would bark outside the boathouse a lot. Now the things that were made up according to the Lutzes. The stories of locks and doors and walls being damaged are completely fake. If you read the book, there's a moment where the house just goes completely apeshit and things just start breaking, including walls, doors, and locks. Completely made up. George, while he did have a mood change, did not get overly violent. He just got cranky. And according to George, he was not possessed by a demonic force. And again, they didn't abandon the home. They didn't run out one night and decide to cut and run. They didn't fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
You're welcome.
You're welcome,
They
Minxie.
decided-
Referencing you.
Yes. Anyways, now where was I? I just lost my place.
Okay, they didn't fuck this shit out. I think you're down at where it says a date.
Okay. They decided to stay with family while they tried to figure out what was causing the haunting and what they could do to combat it. So that's the things that came out that was in the book. The book came out on September 13th, 1977. 3 days before my actual birthday, and no, I was not born in 1977. It became a massive
1987?
hit. I was born in 1982.
I was close.
It became
You
a
old
massive
fuck.
hit. Yep, and the book became a massive hit and spawned way too many shitty movies and one decent one.
Yep. Hey, let's go to the Warrens. Hey, it's time.
Let's talk about the fuck faces known as Ed and Lorraine Warren. And I'm going to say this right now, I hate both of these fuckers.
I don't think a lot of people like them in general.
Ed thought he was a demonologist, and Lorraine thought she was psychic. And the real Warrens are nothing like The Conjuring portrays them as.
Of course,
I
because it's movies.
Yeah, they make them nicer. Guess what? They weren't that fucking
Oh
nice.
no,
They
from
would
what I
actually-
heard, they're assholes.
They stole shit from places.
Wow.
I'm going to say this because I did not put this really that detailed in the notes. They would show up at places where they weren't invited and expect people to pay them to be there.
Yep, charlatans. The lot of them.
Yep. So most of the cases they were involved in, they were not invited to. And they made a lot of money off of these cases.
Of course they did.
And when it comes to Amityville, because they show the scene in, I can't remember which Conjuring, where all of a sudden they're invited to go to this house in Amityville. Actually, no, they heard about it and decided, hey, we're just going to show up.
I'm rolling my eyes so hard right now.
Lorraine claimed that the house was super fucking haunted. But some things that she did say, you can say, yeah, she probably researched the house before she showed up. Because she claimed to see bodies of 6 people in one room. And that room was the room that the bodies of the DeFeo family were placed before they were sent to the medical examiner.
1 second. Battle Puppet says that the Amityville case was in the second Conjuring movie.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Battle Puppet. This is why you make the big money. If he makes money. I don't know if he makes money. We should...
This is why we give you head pats.
Battle Puppet should be a paid fact checker.
Yeah.
Maybe one day when I can make money.
Maybe. Maybe you'll have a news team eventually.
Yes. The Knox News team. Yep. But also Lorraine claimed that there was a huge darkness and demonic activity in the house because I'm just going to say this. If a psychic tells you there's demonic activity in the house, get a second opinion.
Yep. Because
psychics and people like that will claim demonic activity just so that they could actually get more money out of you.
That's some fatherless behavior. Absolute fatherless behavior.
Now, what did Ed do throughout this whole entire thing? He just kind of went down into the basement to check it out. That's it. Because he believed that basements were the closest thing to hell. They really didn't add anything to the house. They just took pictures, and one was shared later of what looks like a boy with glowing eyes peeking out of a room, which I gave you a picture of it. Yep. So if you want to show it now.
2 seconds. Boop. There you go.
Now you can see in the corner what looks like a little boy just kind of peeking out. That picture is going to come back later. A little closer version of that picture anyways.
Do you want me to just go to that?
Yeah, can you go to the one that's...
That's of the boy, I'm assuming. That's the youngest that we think that it is, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's John DeFeo, by the way. And wants you to look at the next one.
Hello?
Because a lot of people... Hello, what?
I was just saying hello to the kid looking at us.
Because you see, a lot of people think that that little kid is actually a spirit, and it's actually the spirit of John DeFeo.
I'm assuming it's not.
Nobody knows. Because when that picture was taken, there was actually no children in the house. That's actually one of the more looked into things.
Something that's more contentious.
Yeah. So, now that we've gotten through the Warrens, now let's talk about the hoax.
Oh, fun.
Can you guess why I call this the hoax?
More fatherless behavior?
Yep.
Should I play the soundbite?
Yeah. Oh wait.
I'm not going to kill you.
Stream, though.
But your fatherless behavior is embarrassing us. Stop it.
Daddy Dag! Alright. Fatherless behavior incoming. Let's go.
Let's do this. Some things have come out in the decades since the book was published that suggest this whole entire thing was complete bullshit. In truth, the Lutzes were told that they were buying the DeFeo home because it came with the actual furniture. And they were using the furniture, including the beds that the DeFeos died on. The reason for the blessing had to do with the knowledge that they bought the DeFeo home.
Yep.
Ron Jr.'s lawyer, William Weber, claimed that he and George Lutz had come up with the story together over wine, stating that it would be big publicity.
It was.
But here's the thing. Take this with a grain of salt, because these kind of tests are completely bullshit and easy to fucking pass. But the Lutzes did pass polygraph tests.
Polygraph tests are inadmissible in court, ladies and gentlemen. They do not mean shit.
George and Kathy Lutz held on to the fact that the majority of what happened is true, but was highly exaggerated. And the kids, all grown up, claim that a lot of the shit was exaggerated too. But hold on, that there was something in the house. So, let's talk about the house today. If you try to look up the address, you're going to have a problem because the address has been changed because too many people kept hounding the owners.
Yep.
And the windows, those triangular, creepy windows that make the house look like it has eyes, they're gone.
Aww.
They've been changed to... Yeah, they've been changed to regular windows.
Damn it.
Looks like a normal house now.
Damn, that's like the coolest part, though.
It is.
Boo.
Since the owners want privacy, they don't give. I'm not going to give the address that it originally was or the address now, because it's out there if you really want to find it. But I'm not going to do that. But there has been no other reports of hauntings on this home. Just that.
Are we? Is it theory time? Is it theory time?
Yes,
Max?
it's my theory time.
Yay! Theory time.
Full disclosure, though, I don't believe that the Amityville horror was a real story. I think it was made up for profit.
I agree.
But there are two possible explanations for the haunting. Because they knew what happened in the home, their subconscious was playing tricks on them. Because the brain is way too complex, and we fucking don't understand it that as much as we like to think we do.
Example. I can...
Example.
Example.
Oh, okay.
I can think that I'm sick because something is going on. Like, say, if I start to feel nauseated, and I might not be sick at all, I can make myself sick because I psych myself out enough to thinking that I'm actually sick, and I'm not. The brain can do that. There's also the placebo effect, where you think that you're taking a medication, but it's actually just a sugar pill. But it works somehow, because your brain will psych you into making it work. The brain's weird, guys.
Think about memories. There's some memories, like I was talking to my wife about memory I thought we shared, about hanging out in a hotel room. And I'm not going to say what we did in the hotel room, but she doesn't even remember the trip. I do. So, brain can fuck with you hardcore. So, say you bought a house where people have died. Brain might actually subconsciously think, hey, there's something here.
Yep.
And there's more explanations to actually explain the things that were going on. Like, for instance, why was the house covered in flies? Well, I'm just going to say this. Crime scene cleanup don't do a very good job of cleaning up everything. So, leftover organic tissue could be in cracks, in the walls, all over the fucking place. You just can't see it, but it's there. And what do flies like?
Dead tissue.
Exactly. Green slime, I actually don't know anything that could have caused that, but there are examples where that, could happen. And waking up at 3:15 a.m., that could be a subconscious thing.
Maybe he just needed to pee.
Yeah, I know. Have you ever woken up at 3:15 p.m. and thinking, wow, I gotta pee?
All the time.
So, but let's just say, oh, Knox, you're wrong. This was a haunting. I have a theory for that. You see, there are multiple types of hauntings. One of them is pretty much a one and done thing where the house is just replaying shit that happened in there. Like, you're dead, you don't know you're dead, or more precisely, you're dead, you've moved on, but the scene keeps playing off in the house itself.
Question.
Due to the...
Did you
yes.
look into whether or not it's the house was built on a particular material, or if a material in the area that's prevalent in doing that sort of thing, like say a limestone?
Water close. Well, it was on Ocean Avenue. There is an ocean nearby.
There you go.
So, due to the murder that happened just a year prior, there might have been a residual negative. There could have been residual negative energies in the house.
Yep. Answered Spectre's question for him.
What's this question?
He said, "Isn't that residual haunting, Nox?" Yes, yes.
I just answered that.
That's why I'm saying you answered that.
I'm gonna squirt him with a squirt bottle later.
A little squeak squeak.
Yeah. The idea basically is that since everything happened earlier and it was a very horrific, traumatic event, it just popped off. When the DeFeo family moved in, they just got caught, and basically in a fucking horror movie, left to actually try to find a way of getting rid of this negative energy. Ended up selling the house and never coming back and profiting off of it.
You mean the Lutzes, not the DeFeos?
Yeah, the Lutzes, sorry.
Gotcha. Shut up,
This is live.
Shut up, Capitan. Nasty. Get
Buddy.
up on the curb with us. Nasty ass. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
We need to borrow Minxie's bonk sound effect.
No.
But anyways, because of all those murders happening, it was haunted for just a brief moment.
Yeah.
When the Lutzes bought the home, they decided to profit off the DeFeo murders and move. But since then, there hasn't been any hauntings because it's pretty much cleared out.
Yep.
Which happens.
Yeah. That seems cover it.
And that is the story of the Amityville Horror.
Nice.
Can we actually at least give a moment to respect the fact that a fat cat could climb a tree and scare the shit out of a little girl?
Make it think it's a pig. You thought the fat pussy was a pig.
Wow, this is getting intense. Y'all are freaking horny.
I salute that cat.
Salutations to the pussy. Cat. But that was the Amityville Horror, y'all. I figured you'd have a good time with that one. Should we tell them about what the plans are for next month? Or we want to talk about that a little bit more later?
We can if you want.
So Nox and I have been fielding the idea of doing a co-hosted stream twice a month instead of the one. Meaning what we'd be doing is Nox would pick a topic, I would pick a topic. And we'd be doing what we're doing right now, where he's running one stream and I'll run the other. So, that's the thought process, because I've enjoyed working with him. I'm pretty sure you guys have enjoyed seeing him on the channel. So, that is what we are looking to in the future. Probably will either be June-ish. Maybe we start doing that, so we have a little bit of time to kind of pack away what we're going to talk about next. But, I think the next stream we're doing should probably be the 13th, 14th, or the 14th of next month.
And it's your topic.
And,
And it's your topic.
Or we do something lighthearted and have a little break. I'm thinking we do some stupid shit and see if our beloved community members can come up with something that's horror related or true crime related that are fucking dumb, and we watch those on stream. Because I don't know if y'all saw the last few, like last 2 or 3 things that we talked about, but they were heated. They were gross.
Hello Kitty murder.
And then we had the one before that, we were talking about Satanism and stuff. And those sucked.
Well, I have an idea if you want to try it.
Throw it at me. What you got? What you got? We'll see. We'll field it by everybody.
Have the community pick a bunch of like paranormal themed YouTube videos and we react to them.
I'm down. I'm fucking down. Down as hell.
Which, by the way, it means Spectre only gets to pick one fucking video, not like 12.
Yeah, let's not do like 12, because at tops we're probably going to look at like 4 or 5 at most. No, we are not doing 3 a.m. videos. Let's try and keep the absolute stupid to a minimum. I want to actually either be scared or be able to make comments on this without being annoyed. So, no J Station. None of that shit. But I think that's a good idea. I think that's what we'll do next month. I'm assuming y'all are okay with that.
And Minxie, if Minxie picks one, we have to automatically start with that one.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Only
Although
because
Minxie is not a spoopy
Minxie's
person. So.
Laughing.
She's not
I know,
a spoopy person.
She went ha 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 ha. No, but she said ha 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 like she has one in mind, and I'm like, shit, she's gonna make us watch Crit-Shan.
She might have just been laughing at the fact that I made a J Station joke. You don't know that.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna close it down for the night. I'll see you guys probably Tuesday to play some more WWE, and then again Thursday, and I'll be back to more Mr. Manicore stuff on Sunday. Thank you all for dropping by. I greatly appreciate all the love and support, and we will see you in the next one. Sweet nightmares.
Bite me one time. Bite me twice. Oh, ah, that's rather nice. Frankenstein, freaks and grunge, scream out loud, you're out of luck. Crime so beastly, can't get enough. Ooh, it's all Psychotic Love. I start to turn when all the streets are moving. I suck 'em dry and rip off all the skin bits. 'Cause freaky horror films, I'll always be a fan. From Nosferatu right up to Train to Busan. And what a beautiful werewolf queen we have inside it, to slice a path of hell with a foul death beside it. Spooky sounds, blood and brains, hunted down by the insane. Crime so beastly, can't get enough. Ooh, it's all Psychotic Love.